Alright, folks, let's talk about Norman Daniels, the main antagonist of Stephen King's Rose Matter. If you thought Pennywise was scary, wait until you meet this guy. His father, Ray Daniels, was abusive in every way imaginable, physically, sexually, psychologically, you name it. Ray would beat Norman, molest him, and emotionally tear him down, all while spewing racist and misogynistic garbage. He even had this creepy phrase, "I want to speak with you up close." Chilling, right? It's implied Norman later murdered his parents, which honestly feels like the least shocking thing about him. Fast forward to Norman's adult life. He meets Rose McClendon and at first, seems like a decent guy. He promises her a diamond ring and a happy life. Norman is about as decent as a rattlesnake in a sleeping bag. Over time, his true colors show. He's a corrupt cop with a penchant for violence and a laundry list of prejudices. And Rose, she becomes his favorite punching bag, literally. Norman's abuse of Rose is horrifying. He bites her, punches her in the kidneys, and even violates her with a tennis racket. When Rose was for months pregnant, Norman punched her because he hated the book she was reading. She miscarried and Norman didn't care. He threatened her into saying it was an accident, knowing full well he'd kill her if she said otherwise. But Norman's villainy isn't limited to Rose. Before the events of the novel, he and his partner beat and raped an African-American prostitute named Wendy Yarrow. They got official reprimands for it, but that just made Norman even more volatile. This guy is a walking time bomb. After 14 years of abuse, Rose finally leaves Norman, taking his bank card with her. But Norman isn't about to let her go. He's determined to hunt her down and talk to her up close. And by talk he means strangle her to death. Charming, right? Norman's pursuit of Rose is relentless. He interrogates a man by graphically squeezing his testicles until they pop. He also murders a Jewish man simply because of his religion and kills a fellow cop to steal his patrol car. This guy is a one-man wrecking crew. Meanwhile, Rose starts a new life. She trades Norman's diamond ring, which turns out to be worthless. She finds refuge at a women's shelter, but Norman eventually tracks her down. He disguises himself by shaving his head and using a wheelchair, all while spewing filthy, misogynist insults. He assaults and murders several of Rose's friends, but his attempt to kill Gertrude backfires. The latter part of the story gets a bit supernatural, so I won't dive too deep into that. In short, the guy goes into a mirror and then gets eaten by a monster, bringing his filthy life to an end. What I really want to emphasize here is his way of living and how he treated those around him. Some people might say it's because he was abused and mistreated as a child, which made him turn out this way. But that's just an excuse. Yes, he had a miserable childhood, but he could have looked at all that and decided not to make the same mistakes, ensuring no one around him would have to go through what he did. I really like the saying, if a person doesn't believe in heaven or hell, there's no evil deed they wouldn't commit. What do y'all think? Is Norman one of Stephen King's most terrifying villains? Or is he just a sadistic jerk with no redeeming qualities? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite books and characters.